Hey everyone, it's Victor here, and welcome to Scottrans. So this week's topic is hair. And hair has been an interesting subject for me in my life. Before I figured out I was trans, I grew my hair out incredibly long. I actually could almost sit on it, and I was obsessed with growing out my hair very, very long. It was kind of my obsession. It was kind of like a comfort blanket that I had long hair. So I had long hair up till I was about, well, I figured out I was trans when I was 20. So 3 years ago. Yes. So I had long hair up till I was 20. And even after I came out and figured it myself out, I didn't want to cut it. Because in a way, I just felt like I was a long-haired man. Like when I looked in the mirror, and I guess subconsciously I always felt that I was just a long-haired man, basically. And I always admired that kind of image of, like, you know, the elven men and things like that with the long hair and like Tolkien stories and, you know, vampires with long hair and all that stuff. So I think a lot of my subconscious thought for growing out my hair that long was because that's the kind of man I wanted to be, to have long hair. So I stuck with it for some time, but obviously because I was in the very early stages of coming out and my transition, I couldn't pass at all. I just couldn't. It wasn't possible for me to pass, and all the comparison of like what other guys looked like compared to me, it all bombarded me, and it got too much. It was painful, actually, to continue with that length of hair, and it really kind of made me realize how messed up our kind of like hair rules are, especially for trans people, because I wanted to keep that long hair. I really did. I wanted to keep my long hair and have it in, you know, braids and, you know, have it as kind of my mane, but in the end I chopped it off to around here because I felt, you know, that was kind of still a masculine-ish length I felt I could get away with and maybe pass with, and I could put it in a little ponytail and stuff like that. But again, I still couldn't pass. And passing became a sort of obsession for me. And it was like sad because I had to cut off all my long hair that I'd grown for years and years and years, and it was beautiful. And it was my kind of natural hair colour, which is a kind of auburn. I actually still have the ponytail that I cut off. I've saved it, a long piece of hair. I can go get it, actually. It's creepy to some people, but other people might find it interesting. So here is a bit of my hair. This isn't all of it. This was just the kind of big amount that came off when I was cutting it to around here. So yeah. It was a rather lovely colour, as you can see. Could probably make a beard out of it, actually, now I come to think of it. Yeah, it was a sad time, but in a way I felt relieved because I felt the shorter my hair would go, the easier it would be for me to pass and look more masculine. Again, masculine. It's very weird, our concept of gender and what it's meant to look like. So yes, slowly and slowly and slowly I got it shorter, 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 and at the moment you can see that I have it pretty short. I've got kind of shaved kind of back area here and the sides, and my little zhoosh on top, and I'm really happy with it. Like, you know, don't get me wrong, I actually love having short hair, but part of me still wishes I could have kept my long hair and passed as male, but sadly I couldn't. I mean, I still don't pass. People still misgender me every single day. Doesn't really make any difference to me, unfortunately, but it makes me feel like I can pass easier. But in the future I may grow my hair out. I tried to this year, actually. I got to around like, oh, it was horrible. It was like that really awkward stage of hair. It was really, really ugly, and I just couldn't stand it anymore. I couldn't stand the kind of growth, you know, of it. Ooh, it was too short. Like, to be nice. It wasn't, you know what I mean. If you've ever tried to grow out your hair, you know what it's like when you're trying to grow it out from like shaved. it just looks weird. So I couldn't do it, and what's more is I thought I wasn't going to be starting tea this year. So I thought, well, if my hair's growing out long, I'm going to get misgendered so much easier pre-tea than if I wait when I'm on tea. So yeah, maybe a couple of years down the line on tea I might consider growing my hair out again, but who knows, I'm happy with it short. And I kind of feel like in terms of hair, again, it's my same story with clothing and makeup. Just go with the hair you want, but it is difficult to do that when you are trans, because there are certain societal pressures and rules that make us want to fit to a certain box standard of gender. But I have to say, obviously I adore having this hair. I really love it. So it's not that I'm just stopping myself being myself just because society says that men can't have long hair. Well, trans men can have long hair, apparently. I actually do like having short hair. So yeah, hair is a weird one. Hair is a weird one. I don't really know where I sit with hair. So yeah, try your hair short, try your hair long, just see what makes you happy, make your decisions for the right reasons. Color-wise as well, that's a whole new world. You can choose whatever color you like in this day and age for your hair. I have been through many colors, although I've gone red at the moment because it's quite kind of Christmassy, festive. I actually dyed it for Halloween, but I'm going to continue it through the festive season because I feel like it's quite jolly and festive. So yeah, that's why I've got red hair at the moment, but I kind of dye it all different colors, really. Apart from blue and green. I haven't really gone there yet. Not sure about that. But anyway, wear your hair as you like it. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you next Sunday.